Alrighties, here we go. Logging back in.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Been a
Oh
nice
yeah,
couple of
but what
days
did you
since
get
I've
up
been
to
back.
in Perth? What happened?
Oh, I had a great
Yeah.
time. Yeah, catching up with family and friends that I haven't seen for a long time. Clearly, 3 years since we were last there. So it's funny because I used to always joke that I won't get COVID till the West Australians get COVID, and wouldn't you know it, that's when I finally got it. So there you go.
You feel like they were just going, yeah.
So now my 6-year-old Oliver he's saying that he's the only one that's had a negative test and he doesn't have COVID. So he's happy. But yeah, no, it was great.
Yeah, go Oliver.
Yeah, so went to the footy on Sunday and spent a lot of time next to the beach because we were staying at Cottesloe Beach, which was really nice, and the weather was just absolutely the most perfect weather. So it was superb. Yeah. Now you might have one more step on your share screen for me.
Okay. We're trying to get into base cat. Wait a second.
Oh, at base camp. Okay.
Here's me a bit slow.
Yeah.
Gotta allow. Gotta allow.
You select screen and then
Try
go.
screen.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Perfect.
That's good. Okay, come on.
Come on,
Base
Gmail.
cap. Base cap.
Oh, you go from Gmail. That's a good way to do it. Up there for thinking.
Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's get in there.
So you just click on view from there. Perfect.
Okay, that's the password.
Yeah. Are you? No, that's okay. You won't need it. You shouldn't need a password. Like Basecamp actually would have been your own password, but it should just go straight in. Oh, hang on. Log in. Um, it would have been your own one. So
Yeah.
one that you did for yourself, I reckon.
Oh, right. Not again. Anyway.
You can try I forgot and can set it through. That's strange because you'd already been on a different browser.
Yeah, this is Mozilla.
Oh, of course, because you're yeah, just do forgot password and it'll send you it if you like.
Yeah, sure.
But I reckon it's probably email reset. What do you call your laptop? Godzilla or Motzilla?
Mozilla. It is. Let's get in here. Get in base clamp.
You should get an email. Hopefully, pretty quick.
Okay. Get in there.
And you can use that password that you pasted
I
if
reckon.
that's easy. Yeah.
I reckon it's easier to do that.
Yeah, and that way you kind of know it's everything's associated the same.
All right, we're in.
We are in,
So,
and now I reckon even if you click back in that spot, it's pretty clever. Let's see if it remembers you type something. No, it doesn't. Okay, it's not as clever as I thought it might be. Yeah, so current content, and we're just doing dot points, and you
okay.
you had a NAIDOC appearance you were going to do so.
That's right. So, this. I've also talked to my counter support here. I said, whenever this photo is taken, just make sure to put it in a file for me so I can just pick it up.
Oh yeah, so what we'll do as well. So Wednesday, NAIDOC. So NAIDOC win flag raising, perfect. And the other thing is, do you remember where the Dropbox is? Like, if you go, do you need to copy that link again? Have I put it up there? I may well be. It may well be. Yeah, try and go from here. That's probably one way to do it. But also, it should be in that overview. I think.
Okay, let's just put that.
Let's have a look at the overview and see up above. See if you scroll all the way up. See, what do we got? Up higher? Up a little bit higher. Did I do it there?
Perfect.
Up a little bit higher. I think it's probably in the setup session potentially.
Found it.
Oh, you did. Perfect. Particularly if you've if so you've got saved to Dropbox there. So do you use Dropbox on your computer or you just use it online?
I use it online, but let's see here. I've created a photos folder.
So I there's a photos folder that I created when we were first just putting them in. So you
Uh,
could put them in there, or you could
how about I create a new one? Just under images, I'll just create one called phone photos.
sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So if
Yeah.
you sign in,
So this is what happens when your computer crashes. You have to use a different computer.
all right. Because then what I was going to say is the good thing is what I do with is, and you probably have done this before as well, is that if you've got that, then every time you've got photos and you've got a folder, you just basically. I know you don't use an iPhone, but I'm sure it's exactly the same. As you just save it to
Yeah.
whatever folder, and you could just save it straight into the Dropbox from
Yeah,
your phone.
that's what I'm thinking as well. If we
Yeah,
can figure that out, like
yeah, you'll be able to nut that out easily. And the thing is,
easily.
probably in a way, it's just about trying to, select the one or two best. You probably don't need to be dumping 20 photos unless you're
Right.
particularly, particularly from a share perspective. But you know,
Yeah.
I know at the same time, there's probably some advantages with certain events to have multiple, quite a few photos. But
Yeah.
whether you just add all of them to say a Facebook rather than others. But yeah, so NADOC flag racing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So and maybe the strategy, as you said, up above. So maybe above current content, maybe just what you could say is just to create a Dropbox folder to create a Dropbox folder and just call it phone images, something along those lines, or jazz phone images. Yeah, maybe call it
Cool.
maybe call it 22 council, just so it
Oh
goes
yeah,
up
that's
goes
okay
up
too.
higher, and
Yeah,
create
yeah.
it inside the images folder as well, if that would be good. Do you want to see that we can do that? Do you want to have a test at doing that?
Sure. But
Let's have a look. So where you've signed in now. So if you go save to Dropbox, yeah, save to my Dropbox, yeah,
okay.
yeah, and then
I
I'm
feel
going.
like I just save it to mine.
Yeah, that's what you want it to do. So it basically just means you can access it, I can access it. So basically,
Oh yeah.
whenever you've got a Dropbox, it's just yeah. So here and then in here, I think on the top, you see how it's got that drop down where it's got the little hamburger on the right. See if it'll allow you to add. Oh no, that's a view.
It should be this one.
Where it's
Upload.
there. Okay, yeah. So create folder. Yep, there you go. Um, and phone photos. So
Oh
what we
wait,
we
sorry.
want to make sure that yeah, so council photos. Maybe call it 22 dash in front of it. So 20,
Fine.
in other words, 22 onwards.
Absolutely. Upload that.
Yeah. And then let's go specific feed people so that I can also see it. I guess you're going
So,
to be probably the one uploading it to where we got.
oh share.
Yeah. And just uh, can view.
Okay. Steve
See,
at
it's
Chippy
interesting that
Social.
yeah, You would have thought that would immediately come up .com.au. Yeah, yeah. Share folder. Okay, cool.
Right. So let's see. I know what I need to post today.
Okay, yeah, no
Um,
worries.
so here's the thing. Tomorrow there's this event called Gen Z,
Yeah,
and I want to promote it for them.
yeah.
They gave me some flyers, and I also met one of the co-founders last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna be like promo,
Gen Z
also,
promo. Okay, cool.
yep, image.
Yeah,
And then I could post both of those today, I think, the NAIDOC one and that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Cool.
So let's just say Thursday.
Yeah, cool.
Oh god, you can't do sub ones. You gotta do one.
It doesn't like the sub. If you bring it back, bring it. If you go back on Thursday, it'll probably get rid of and then enter
Oh lord,
again. Yeah, whoop. Now drop it
whoopie
down.
daisies. All
There
right.
you go.
So and then we go Friday. I'll go to the launch.
You got a launch, yeah. Oh yeah, the Zenzine launch, yeah.
Disney launch.
Hmm.
Also this Tuesday I went to a couple of grant. It was like the Busy Kids Hub, some grant funding,
Yeah,
some Busy Care Hub, Youth Junction, and West Justice funding announcements.
yeah,
But then again, I don't have all the pictures, so it's just going to be like, yeah, congrats to those two. That's all, you know?
yeah. And I think
That's
Visicare
for me all
Hub,
the time.
we'd be able to find something to do with them. So whenever we've got it, so Genzine launch, we'll start with that one by way of that'll be Let's just note down. You've probably got at least 10 things probably that you've been to, right, or that you're going to.
Yeah,
So let's and don't for now maybe just look at your phone and just work out that we're going to put them out there. Because
yeah.
what you might finish up doing is you might swap and change around in terms of priority order once you've kind of got there. Is what else you been doing?
So let's see. On the 3rd of July, which was actually last Sunday,
Yep,
I attended what's it called? It's called this Asian Futures event.
yep,
It's like with three Asian chefs, Asian Australian chefs,
yep. Wow, cool.
food and cultural identity. Have tips to pose for that.
Yep, perfect.
And then later, well, let's just say this is Saturday, right?
Yep,
Uh, later that day, I've got a B Bold Blackout performance event.
oh yeah, yeah. I saw that one. I actually posted that one. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
that's in St Albans, isn't it?
yeah.
So the Asian one is still to come. Is that what you're saying, or is that the one? What did you go to last Sunday? Or was that the Asian event?
Oh, that was last Sunday.
So yeah, so maybe just in front of that, just go Sunday, 3rd of the 7th,
Okay.
so that we know Sun Thursday, 3rd of the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh, cool.
And
Anything else
then
that's sticking with you that you should have posted about that you would have liked to have posted about? I saw in
oh gosh,
messengers someone was sending a lot of pictures to you. Um,
oh,
From an event? What would that have
it
been?
was a different one. Was it about? It must have been oh gosh.
Looked like it was council.
Yeah, it was council stuff. It could have been a ceremony.
Mm,
Could have been a signet ceremony. Oh yeah.
yeah,
And then on Sunday, there's you posted this already, but there's the skate park opening,
yep.
and I'm visiting the Corey Homer Club. Something on every day, Steve.
Oh, yeah, cool. So that's what you've got. Yeah, these ones. So what you want to do with those ones is you want to get photos, and then you can share those ones. Yep,
Yeah, I'd say the bold ones
yep,
already have photos for.
yep.
So So I've got to get move on with these two today then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the other one, I calculated this. There's about like 18 weeks left in my marital term.
Yeah.
So that means 18 weeks at least worth of comebacks, throwbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 18 spots if you do one throwback a week
Yeah.
or two.
And what you could
Oh, sorry, 36.
that's right. So sometimes it's almost like acknowledging, yeah, okay, 18 spots, one throwback a week, 36 for two throwbacks a week. Yeah, there you go. And what you were saying with your friend, maybe the thing is to actually go through that content and then
Yeah,
have a look at them. But let's just for two, let's do two. Like you said, the two that we've got for now, we've got a upcoming. So Genzine's clearly not a throwback, but let's do the NAIDOC flag raising. Let's just post about that one first, huh? Is that
yeah,
okay?
sure. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
So let's go into Publer.
Uh,
Oh yeah, you can.
Also,
Yeah,
Steve, like sometimes there's professional photographers that attend the event.
yeah, yeah. So when you've got their photos,
It comes out later than the event. That's the problem.
yeah, yeah, that's okay. So the other
And
thing is with you can reshare from others as well. Um,
yeah,
yes, so that's okay. That, as you said, it just gives the opportunity to sort of share. Um, so what I normally do, just so you know, so let's open in a new tab. Let's open Facebook first, just your Facebook page. You can close that one that says Basecamp login, by the way, and you probably close this one that says Dropbox search as well.
sure.
But if we
Facebook?
just go to your Facebook, and
Rusty, rusty Facebook.
yeah, oh
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. Eh? Oh my.
you've got that on your phone, the authenticator. Yep,
I'm in now.
yep,
Could be
oh,
in.
yep. I'm forever having to put that in.
Oh my god. Holy macaroni. I think I need to get a new laptop. My parents going so slow.
Oh, that's, you're
Okay,
doing good.
so
Right. So let's click to Councillor Jasmine Nguyen Brimbank Mayor. Just go there. It's good to be able to access it from whatever laptop or computer or whatever that you're on. So, but the reason I go in here is just because that sort of you can copy and paste a template straight away. So if you go then to, or at least roughly something that you can use, right? So if you open up a plus up the
yeah.
top right, and we'll open up Publer this time, and same thing because you haven't done Publer for, you probably have to copy and paste and then do your you've not have
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
here. So
Okay,
maybe
I'm in.
yeah, if you go to that top of the overview post, I reckon in Basecamp, so the next one over, the next tab over.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
And I think scroll up to the top. I think I've put the Basecamp link up there for you. Yeah. If you go there, and there's your
This handy counselor. So
mm,
handy.
mm, it is handy. I just log in. Yeah. And the good thing is once you've done it once, it usually will remember you for subsequent. Oh, just make sure there's no oh yeah,
Space.
there's no space at the end of that. Usually it's either in your email or the other way. It's going to do it. Perfect. Now, I reckon. Okay, just close that one. So that looks like, yeah, you can close that part for it. This looks like, given I've put all those in there, we're only waiting on your Google. You haven't had your postcard come yet, by any
Yeah,
chance?
it's still waiting there. Like, still
You
waiting for the
have, or
postcard to come.
you did, or you didn't? No?
Still waiting in
Still
there.
waiting, yeah. Yeah, all good. No, I was
Yeah,
just wondering. So this looks like we're posting in where we need to be. Um, Just click on the part of the where it says JN and Jasmine underneath Councillor Jasmine. It's interesting. There's no yeah, 'cause that's yeah, and my team. Yeah, no, that seems to be okay because you're getting the same view as what I get, and I think that's what we did last time. Click on posts on the left-hand side and just check that the last time that you posted for, because that should show posts that are gone through. Even probably will show the ones from. Not shit. Yeah, just click on then posted in under scheduled. Yeah, just go posted for me. Yeah, and hopefully that'll show that last one that you did. Oh, actually, it shows also the one that I shared through there as well. So this is the right. We're in the right scheduler, so that's all good. Um, so let's just go create,
sure. All right, create.
and then because we're
Let's
gonna
press
do,
the.
we
Here's the thing. Let's press the Genzine one.
yeah, let's do the Genzine. So the way I would do it is go to your Gmail and get the email that's inviting you along, right? So you've got the general event name and what you're actually going to or what the event is. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Oh yeah, got you.
So did you get an email? Who sends you that sort of stuff when you're being invited? Do you get,
It's on my council email. Yeah,
yeah? Because I'm just wondering where we'd get the general sort of basic
I'm going to.
overview of it. Yeah.
I'm going to set me an image.
Oh yeah. The
Attach file.
other thing is have a go at saving a photo or two or an image or two into that Dropbox and see that we can do it. So then once it's saved in your Dropbox by rights, you should be able to just copy and paste it into here.
Let's look this up, Jen. Uh-huh. All right, we got these two photos.
Cool. Okay.
There we go. We
Nice.
got these two photos now.
Awesome. So let's
So,
just what's the best? So just click on them and then maybe save as. Can we
oh my god.
save to photo? Maybe what happens if you maybe just download them and then drag them there or something?
Sure. Download.
Open save files.
Okay, Genzine.
Yeah.
Promo. Desktop.
Maybe give yourself
Cool.
a if this is something you're gonna have to do a bit of, maybe have a social media to downloads type thing. That's the other thing. But
Number two.
yeah. So,
All right. Now we'll chuck this into the Dropbox.
and then yeah, upload.
Oh, Steve, I'm so sorry. This is so like I feel like I'm holding you back.
No, no, no. Well, we've had a couple of weeks where I wasn't about, so I just want to. I
All right.
reckon once we get things going,
Going. It's gonna go.
we'll just be there'll be no stopping us.
There's no stopping. Okay. Done.
Done. So now I reckon we go to yeah. So let's go to Publer, and first we can just click or drag and drop media. You can Click there. Yeah.
You
And in
reckon?
fact,
Oh my God,
if you go to
yes. Come on.
Dropbox, yeah, then you should be able to hopefully it'll Firefox prevented this from opening up the pop-up window. Okay, what you might then need to do is drag it from.
Yeah,
That's what I think you did last time. Is you just dragged it in, didn't you? I think from memory.
I did. I did. Oh, God. This is so slow. I'm going to just go from here. Now, desktop. Where are the photos at? Where are the photos? Gen Z. Gen Z. Gen Z.
I
Gen
reckon, yeah,
Z.
use you first and use the promo photo second. Just because the promo flyer is less interesting than you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you basically can write the details in anyway. And
Oh, you're right.
so
Okay, that's a good thing to know in
yeah,
general. So the people just prefer photos of people.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So I'll move that
And
around.
sometimes, yeah, maybe just maybe just delete the one on the left and then put it back in there again.
I'll
Actually,
do
no,
this
it
then.
looks, oh, look at that. Don't. I love it when people play with things and work out that they can do that. That's good. Nice. So that's, yeah, that's that. Um, and so then we're going to go. So do you have the event details? So, something along the lines of looking forward to Gen Z, blah, 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 it's sort of, I know it's written on the flyer, right? Um, is it a free event or what's the nature of the event? Hello, hello, hello. What?
Looking met up last week. Well, I should say like on Friday.
Mm.
Last. Oh God, when did I meet her? It felt like last Friday. 30th of June. When was that?
Oh, so what were you doing on the 30th of June? Is that something else? So that's when you were.
That's when I met her in
Okay.
person. So last Thursday. Actually, oh, but how about I just promote the event, right?
Yeah, I don't
That's
think you
good.
have to. I think the fact that you've got the pictures is that what's. Yeah, you can describe the picture underneath maybe as well. Is that
Okay. Enjoying a sip of saffron tea.
I, so I reckon. Yeah, okay.
Tea. Okay.
Salamat. Are these two things are linked though, right?
Oh, I was having coffee with her at lemon tea.
Yeah.
But really, it's to launch new book. Maybe that's not the best thing. Okay, cool. Looking forward.
Yeah. So maybe yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the first thing.
To tomorrow's launch. What is it or whatever it is to tomorrow's.
So, Gen Zine, addition to. Okay.
And when so so probably the next thing would be so then you would basically say uh, so you could almost do those details below that says so after the exclamation because you've said tomorrow's launch of Genzine edition 2 um, and then straight away you could say Friday 8th July from so is everybody welcome?
Yeah.
uh, so what you could say before that, all are welcome.
Sport magazine. Oh, about Genzine. How about this? Genzine. Just explain what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Particularly if you've got something. Yeah, as I said, I like to be able to copy and paste, but your typing's quicker than mine at least. Yeah,
It's like created by young people.
yeah. Genuine equity or equality? Equity.
Equity.
Equity, is it? Okay, there you go. Um,
I met I met one of the founders.
yeah,
Anna.
yeah,
Oh my god, how I spell her last? Belle Janovska.
yeah. Uh, recently, I met one of the
Recently,
amazing founders recently.
and found out they were able to launch the magazine through the youth grant. Uh,
Well, and you could say, and whilst we were sipping saffron tea, she told me something along those lines.
she,
Um,
she told me
hmm.
helped them launch produce a magazine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is amazing.
Okay. Or maybe you could just write amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I reckon after that, so looking forward to tomorrow's launch of Genzine Edition 2. Whereabouts is it? At maybe you need to say where it's at.
It's
So
that stack.
at where is it?
Settlements Community
Uh,
Center.
yeah. So maybe just put before that exclamation, just say at. Uh, so at yeah, St Albans Community Centre from 5:30 p.m. maybe. Exclamation now. Knock yourself out. And then you can
Emojis.
get rid of those last two sentences, I reckon.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then, if you like, if you now go to Facebook, you could copy just the hashtags that we generally use, where it's got your email contact as well at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you've kind of got that standard going over. So maybe go to a more recent one, say from yesterday or something. I think I would have used one where it's got Seymour with the skate park. No, not the founded shared. Actually, founded shared
Yeah.
via. If I do them, it probably makes sense for me to sort of because that's where I can take them from. But yeah, scroll down. I think there's another one that you did when you did
Oh,
you
that's
did
right. Yeah, you're right.
the video you did here. Yeah, they've got it here. So that just use that as your bottom. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Back to Publer.
Cool. Hold up.
That one. There we go. And underneath amazing, I reckon. Give yourself another line. Yeah, that's it. Now, and then on the left hand side, you're going to go amazing. Yeah, and yeah,
Add emoji. Smileys and people.
cool. Yeah, no worries. And I think that's it. As
Nice.
much as there's elements of me, I don't really want to sanitize you. I think it's great if you're doing, and even some of the wording and stuff really is probably neither here nor there. Just in my experience, the reason I was sort of I always think in post, particularly Facebook and probably in fact anything
Yeah.
other than Instagram, people know to read the post, and it's one of my sort of bugbears where people actually don't tell the dates and stuff. They just expect people to go to the Eventbrite or whatever. So I always think the basic just so long as you have the
Yeah, you're
basic information, everything, all the rest is great. So what you're talking about and your personal sort of sentiments, I think that's the
right.
exact way to go. That's what I was kind of hoping for, I reckon. So
Oh, yeah, for sure.
so let's
Okay.
go at
So,
with the on that arrows on the left hand side, the drop down. It's got you're going to go select all of your channels so that
that's
they're all
right.
there.
Select all.
Yep, that's it. You could if you really wanted to smash it out where it's got the that little location under. So there's a little map underneath your picture having saffron tea. There's a little locations map down the bottom. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna put that. That makes more sense. Okay.
Genzine, yeah,
Uh,
I'll help you I'll help you reread it as well. Yeah, so once you've done it, looking forward to tomorrow's launch of Genzine edition two. Genzine is a zine or a magazine?
the zine. Like call it a zine.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, a
There you go,
zine. A
a
zine is a
zine.
smaller version of a magazine.
There you go. So
Yeah.
it's a zine, it's a magazine with no maga. Yeah. So let's go location. Yeah, and then you can just go St Albans, maybe.
Oh, I got
Oh,
this. I
Salamat.
love
This
it
is where
here.
it's at. Okay, cool. If you do
Oh
Salamat
wait, did
Salamat
you want
Tea,
me to
one word.
tag?
You
Did you want
can.
me to tag the place where I'm at Hannah or where Stack is?
I reckon you do it where the event is.
Oh, okay, okay.
And the event's going to, I mean, you could even just do it as St. Albans. Well, mind you,
I wonder if they do have it there. Um.
there's a few St. Albans. Oh, that'd be it. Albion Community Centre, is it?
Oh no, they didn't. Create a bring back.
Okay, cool. Sometimes it'll come up on a, oh, there you go. It's come up again. You click on that one below.
There we go. I highly doubt.
Actually, on Twitter, you just do St. Albans. At St. Albans, Melbourne. Actually, it might even be hard to pick up. You might have to put Albion.
Albion.
See how it's not picking up? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, see,
Oh dear lordy
yeah,
lordy.
it's very strange. It doesn't,
Hmm.
too hard. I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, I got stressed.
Just go save. We've got creative one
Okay.
in there. Now you're going to have to split probably with Twitter so that you don't get it that chucking, going. So with Twitter, you probably just click in there and just get rid of the bulky sentence. I see how I
God.
513. Yeah, a lot of that's not going to be visible. So yeah, it's probably. Can you blow bubbles? Yeah, that's fine. You can blow bubbles. All
Cool.
right.
So this is what they've done.
And so
That's
let's
great.
just go. I think that's all looking good.
Cool, cool, cool. And obviously I could add the tags later, right? Like for example,
I know you could do that.
Hannah.
Yeah, if it's does Hannah have her own Twitter?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, of her
Depends whether
Instagram,
it's
yes.
it depends whether it's public or not.
Oh Lord. Gen Z
So what
definitely
I
not
often
included.
do is I'd open up Instagram on the right and go and try and find them if you wish to do that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, which Gen Z is it?
Yeah, so maybe again, if you go to your Facebook, you can search it, and then you can basically do the URL detail.
Ah, I found it. I found it. All right,
Yeah.
so I'll follow them back. Gen underscore Z underscore Z.
Mhm.
Well, this is bad.
Oh yeah, it doesn't highlight it. So Instagram's the only one where it won't. So if so long as you've got the right address, it'll go through. They'll get notified of it. So that's good. So that's fine, even though it doesn't highlight it. Whereas on Facebook and Twitter, it will actually select it and put it in. So I don't know why it is, but anyway.
Oh gosh. Okay. So all of them out, everything else should be fine, right? Like,
Yep.
oh,
You're going to
it's
call them
really
all.
like you got to get this
y-
sorted before you make split it up.
Yeah, true. I know. You
Probably
got to,
done this before, haven't you? Like you're just like, oh gosh, why did I split it?
yeah. I do a lot of cutting and copying and pasting, then going back
Okay, let's post.
and schedule. Let's go schedule. Just schedule. I always schedule just because give yourself. So yeah, just do it at
Okay.
5:05 in 5 minutes
Yeah.
time. Yep, and then go
Yeah.
schedule.
Done Lilies.
Perfect. And so that way we kind of know you've done it how you mean to do the others. And then the other one, so let's do, we're going to do your NAIDOC one as well, yeah?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now with that one, okay, support said they're going to send photos back to me. Can
Yeah.
you have photos later? Fine, right?
Uh, you could go to, let's say for instance, what you'd want to do is have at least one photo, right? And then you could, let's say if you wanted to do a complete photo dump, because I think Instagram you can add up to 10, or as in you can have up to 10.
Yeah.
And then I think, yeah, but I yeah, I would post once you've got the photos yeah, rather than have to edit and double handle really otherwise.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah.
All right. So let's stop this for now. Stop.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
So
Put my screen back on.
I'll put the screen back on. Yeah, so
Oh,
so
that's fine.
you can't, yeah, exactly. That's as you said, if you've got a plan with your friend to actually kind of go through and do that, the only thing I would suggest, you can't go, people you can see if you went to your Facebook, the that that first one that you did with the environmental green bin, that's like had 630 views, right? So because you hadn't posted for a long time and all of a sudden it's something that's kind of a little bit funky, and you're in it, it's that's quite a lot of views for someone that I don't know what your following is, but um, that's quite big, right? I think that's more than your
Is
following.
that
Well,
really? I have no idea what's
actually,
good or what's not good now.
what is your following? Let's have a quick look. So,
I don't have that many.
I'm
Haven't
gonna.
really been active.
Well, the thing is, normally 10% is good. 10% of your
Okay.
following, right? Um,
Yeah.
Even some of the slightly lame ones that I've posted, I think they're up to that sort of 185 sort of numbers,
Yeah.
which organically is actually, so you've got 422 followers. So that one you did with the wheelie bin went to about 150%. So that's greater than your following, right? And that's
Okay.
unheard
No, I
of
need to work on this then.
in a roundabout way. That would be called viral, right? Because viral really doesn't exist now. But the thing is, it's clear that you have a moment in the sun here to some degree. You could, so really, particularly as I said, if you're in it with lots of other people and it's lots of other good things happening, people love it, right? And so even because we know you even have that sense where, as I said, what did we post? I think last week. Anyway, we say with the black hour one, right? So even where you're getting sort of 30 and 40% on just council reposts, and so that's high, right? So those sort of posts for most services and most businesses, you might get 5%. So in other words, you'd get 10 or 20 people seeing those
Okay.
posts. So if I did that, right, for instance, as a social media
Okay.
marketer for my business and as a business post, then I'd get nothing like what you're getting, right? Because you're effectively getting the spin-off of personality, and identity. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
so you kind of,
All
how
right. That's
it's like I
great.
said to you, is people don't typically, um, people respond a lot better to people, other people and people's within their own brand, right? So effectively, as the mayor, that's your brand at the moment. So, um, it's great. So that's really positive. As you said, we've got 18 weeks, which is potentially. whatever, 18 times 50 posts plus a week, sorry, 18 times 5 posts a week. Anyway, we're going to have hundreds of posts going out ultimately, and across all those different. But it is just, doing and it today we could have probably, even if it is on a Thursday that you do it, but even just aim to do say five at least, right? So I know tomorrow you're doing almost like a spring clean, but hopefully, once you've done the spring clean, so then you don't, and you've already made a little note when you could post those, then you sort of want to get in there and feel like, okay, really, I only need to do this an hour a week max, or an hour or two a week, and I could easily sort of be right across it. You know what I mean? Do you reckon?
Oh my God, just think about this. Like, if I did all this stuff in the week and then that 1 hour, I just bam, bam, bam. Oh my God.
Bam, bam, bam.
Ah,
That would be so. I mean, that would be the plan. Is that so? On in a way, is that when we catch up on a Thursday, you basically just go, "This is what I've scheduled. I can see what's gone out. We can have a look at how they're going. Um, if you've got any issues, but so that's all I'm thinking is that more it'd be show and tell from next week is that, and then you'll get quicker at it as well. That's the other thing is, and you won't have to think too
oh my
much.
God.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. And I'll
Once my
give you,
system's in place, just you wait.
yeah, and you can't go too far wrong because, as I said, there's an element of the at the moment where you've kind of got this nice. Um, People don't care too much what you post, just they want you to post. That's my sense at the moment. You just need to post, right? So you know
Yeah,
you can afford to really do nice posts. You're not really trying to sell me anything or do anything. You're just being a decent person, right? Which generally speaking, that's unusual. Generally speaking, when people are posting, particularly from a business sense, they're wanting something of people, right? But you're not really after
yeah,
anything. You're just after telling people what's going on in your life and in the community, and that's an easy
yeah, pretty
watch or
much.
an easy read, and I may well want to go along and support that stuff too, so I think that's cool. So, and even if
Nice.
and if it's past, then what I want to do is I want to clap the fact that that's happening in the community and that you're going along and you're kind of representing for us, you know what I mean? So yeah, somewhere you probably need
Oh
to go back at
my God.
least as far as you do still have the men's health one that you showed me. You got Dougie Hawkins and stuff like that, right? And I see that the women's of the West is about to happen as well. So, um, so it might be a way.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get my mum and
Yeah,
her family friends into the program.
yeah, yeah. The women's of the West. Well, I'm assuming that's your council and all the councils are involved in that one as well. But I did see a post somewhere about that today or this week. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like,
yeah,
what I might do as an excuse, I could tie things together. Like, it's like, hey,
yeah,
this is a picture of me at the men's, the Sons of the West event, right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm actually going to be doing the Daughters of the West. Come along, join.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can do the segue, so where I normally and what to make your life easier, try and find the email or the website or something that points to what's happening, right? So because at times you might be able to go to find out more, here's the link to the Daughters of the West website, for instance. And often that's available. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to find, but it just might require you to do some googling skills. That's all. It's but or it's just an email that's come to you, and hopefully when the email comes to you, it's explaining what's going on, right? Not that it's not really
It
your
does.
job to specifically promote these events, but but often it makes a much more punchy.
But that's what I want to.
Yeah, yeah,
I
but
I want to
exactly
promote,
that's what you
I
want to
want to
do.
share the word.
But
Yeah.
realistically, you want to do it in such a way that you keep your post relatively punchy, and then you're able to sort of say to find out more and join. Here's the link you can go to. That's the thing. Yeah. So
Nice. Nice,
that's the
nice,
thing.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
oh my God, we're on a roll. That post just went out. It looks great.
It's looking good.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Awesome. And as I said,
Yeah.
you'll continue to break the internet. All right.
Let's get this. Yeah. we are on a roll. Thank you so much, Steve.
No,
All right, I got to
that's
get the
good.
system in place.
We
Was the
get this
system in?
system happening. I'm going to look forward to. It's going to be a lot of action between, I imagine, between when we speak next week, and I will hopefully be back in the office next week. So um, I'll be able to, yeah, we'll be able to critique it and help it, and just it'll just get. Can you imagine how much you'll be smashing it out in your last weeks of martyrdom, and you'll be like, oh my god, now what am I going to do? Now I'm just going to be a
Yeah,
lowly
true, true.
counsellor again. No, not just a lowly
No,
counsellor.
we'll keep the steam. We'll try do it. Like, yeah,
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
as you said,
All right.
it'll just be
Well,
a
let's
matter of
see if
rewording.
you need any groceries.
Yeah, no,
If you need any groceries or anything from Canvas Warehouse,
that was very kind of you to say that.
I'm
No,
so close by. I can
we
literally drop it. When I had COVID,
you were looked after.
yeah, yeah. Like, my friend, I was like, oh, look, I'll drop your groceries off. I was like, oh, God, I freaking love you. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm like, I get it. If you're isolated, I can deliver stuff. Happy to do so.
You know, the
All
funny
good.
thing is, my wife works for Coles. You'd think we'd be able to work out how to order it. So I think we probably, if we really get stuck, but the good thing is we froze quite a bit of stuff because we went to Perth. So at the moment, we're just frantically going through and going, oh, good, milk. Oh, yay, bread
Oh my God.
rolls.
You know what'd be funny though? Like, if I get COVID, I could literally be like, hey, peeps, I got COVID. So that means I'm stuck at home. So here's some throwbacks.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, but no, but I'm sure there's ways that you can sort of softly. It's just, I think in terms of just acknowledging, yeah, look, you're getting time to post. People just probably expect that you're going to be busy anyway. So, the question is how far is too far. But, I think if it was something that happened last month, it's not even really a throwback. It's just you're finally getting around to posting it, and that's what you could sort of say. Well, the other thing is,
Okay,
particularly
fair
when there
enough.
were professional photos taken, you might say, "Hey, excited to have just received the photos from such and such event. This was a great day. I really enjoyed this, and really look forward to the next one. That sort of thing. So it's probably just having little
Yeah, it was
lead-ins
just like,
for them.
hey, here's another cool memory I have.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
another cool memory. Here's another one. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good. All
yeah.
right.
Oh, today I'm
All right,
thinking
Steve,
about.
thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Today I've been mostly thinking about that time that I went to. The lovely day I had.
Segue, segue.
Oh, today's random photo share is from September
Yeah,
2021.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Well, you
we could
have
do
fun
that.
with that. And I'm going to be looking by tomorrow afternoon. I'm expecting there's going to be a couple others, and I'm going to be really. In
Yes,
fact,
yeah,
I'll be
for
able to,
sure.
if I really was excited, to go and have a look at the Publer and see what you've got scheduled. Yeah, but um, 1 to 2 max a day. Don't when you if you knock yourself out in terms of scheduling as much as you like, but don't schedule them all at the same time, or otherwise,
Can
yeah.
you post every day? That's fine, right?
Oh yeah, 1 to 2 posts every day is fine. And as I said, you're already getting way bigger organic reach than most people anyway, so it's not going to knock you too much. Basically, what'll be the difference is which post is funkier. That's what's probably going to happen is that, a post like I did, say, with that skate park, which is, it's a nice enough post, but it was just a council flyer realistically, or however it done compared to Jasmine hooning down some ramp. Clearly you on a skateboard's gonna do it for people a lot more, right? And it's gonna promote it a lot better. So yeah, don't put
Okay,
yourself at risk though.
I'll make sure you do that. So okay.
All right. I look forward to
Steve,
seeing
take
it.
care. Honestly, let me know if you need anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me know that you stay
Okay.
well.
Thank
All
you.
right. See ya. Yeah,
All right,
it's
see ya.
Councillor Jazz. Have
See
you
you
said hello to
recovery.
Jasmine before? Yeah, come and say hello to her.
Hey!
Why do I say hello?
There you go.
Hello! Oh my gosh! Hi! How are you?
Yeah.
How
So,
you going?
yeah, he's going
How's
good.
school?
Yeah, can you hear me still? Can you hear?
Oh, you're mute now. You're mute.
Yeah, you know what? It's not that I'm on mute. I
Oh wait, I can't hear. What?
hello. It's Microphone, hang on. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Uh,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
My head.